Hello, world. It's Sunday, June 29th. This is the Dopamine Revolution podcast, and I'm your host, Sean David Cohen. Today's hot topic, sugar is a drug. Yeah. This is the ultimate symbiosis of mind and body, where we promote and protect the holy grail of brain juice, the elixir of life, dopamine. Welcome everybody to the Holistic Living Network. My friends, this is a public service announcement to let you know that sugar is a drug. Yes, it is. Sugar consumption can lead to substance abuse. A review published in the British Journal of Sports Medicine suggests sugar may be as addictive as cocaine, heroin, crack, and crystal meth. That's right, sugar. The brain can develop a tolerance to sugar, requiring increased consumption, just like crack, to achieve the same level of pleasure. You got to keep eating more and more to achieve the same level of pleasure. It can lead to intense cravings and difficulty controlling consumption, which are the hallmarks of addiction. You build up a tolerance. When sugar intake is reduced or stopped, most experience withdrawal symptoms like irritability, anxiety, and fatigue. Irritability, anxiety, and fatigue just by reducing your intake, not quitting sugar, just simply reducing after you're totally addicted. This is just like a heroin addict. You start freaking out. You get mad at everybody. You got anxiety. Something's wrong. I don't know what's wrong. Give me a sweet roll. And you're tired I don't know why I'm tired all the time. Guess what, folks? It's the high fructose corn syrup. George W. Bush. Yeah. George W. stole an election, just like Biden. Stole an election, right, from Gore. Stole it in Florida. Stole it. He's just a coke-headed frat boy running daddy's business. The business called the United States of America. Old W. W's a frat boy gone wild. He's just a frat boy, took over the White House. Unbelievable, this guy. So here's how it all went down. Here's how America became completely addicted to sugar and went into a pandemic of type 2 diabetes and cancer and obesity and heart disease. This fed everything, okay? Here's what happened. In 2002, they called it the Farm Bill. Bush pushes through the Farm Bill for the snack food industry, including sodas. Yeah. Here's how it goes. Coca-Cola and Pepsi were among the first to see the future. The future of America. Yeah, in the 1980s, the companies wanting out from under long-standing import tariffs that kept the price of sugar high. All those poor corporations paying so much for sugar. Reformulated their drinks, shifting them from 25% high fructose corn syrup and 75% cane sugar to 100% high fructose corn syrup. Now remember, the corn was genetically modified in the late 80s and 90s. So already the corn contains pesticides, and now they're jacking it up. So it's super sugar. Just like they did the nicotine in cigarettes, they used ammonia to freebase the nicotine So it hit the heart and brain in 3 seconds. They freebased the nicotine in cigarettes. Big tobacco. Now remember, big tobacco runs big food. Big tobacco runs big food. So now they said, hey, we got the nicotine so jacked up, everyone's addicted to cigarettes. Now let's get them addicted to sugar. Yeah, we're going to run the sugar up. We'll freebase the sugar. So here's what they did. The cost savings were immediate for corporations, more than 20%. Yes, they reformulated. They went from 25% high fructose corn syrup to 100%. All the big food, the junk science food stuff that had sugar in it, switched from cane sugar to high fructose corn syrup, HFCS. And all the kids became diabetics, little obese diabetics, kids with necks fatter than their head. They didn't even have a neck. It's just head and shoulders. It's just one big tube going down. Corn syrup revolutionized the soft drink industry. So revolutionized the snack food market too, pushing food product development in the direction of cheap snacks and bakery products. Yeah, come get your cookies and brownies, kids. Have a bake sale. Cook them up for school. Not only was the sweetener cheap, but its unique molecular structure allows convenience foods to last longer on the shelf. I love it. The molecular structure. They genetically modified it so it wouldn't spoil. Guess what that means? They got pesticides in the sugar so that nothing kills it, just like the rapeseed oil, just like canola oil. No bugs, no bacteria, no fungus, nothing grows on or in canola oil. So they did the same thing to the corn oil and the corn syrup. They turn it into a fungicide, antibacterial, antifungus killer that dissolves your brain. It dissolves the protein coating everywhere that protects your brain cells and protects your dopamine. Yes, they did. Its principal manufacturer, HFCS, the principal manufacturer, A.E. Staley Company, points out it allowed them to have longer shelf life for food, for snack junk food, imbues them with a tantalizing brown color when baked, and confers a highly desirable mouthfeel. So they got the scientists in the labs working on the mouthfeel of the sugar. Yeah. High calorie snack foods. They soared. Sales soared. The Farm Bill. The Farm Bill. And kids with autism are proven to have very high levels of bad gut bacteria. Yeah. Some scientists blew that up. They blew the whistle on that about 15 years ago. Yeah, a bunch of scientists were blowing the whistle. They were having a convention in Florida. About 8 or 10 of them, they all died on a plane wreck. Go in there. All of them. Yeah. Sugar. Wow. Sugar causes dopamine spikes and subsequent crashes, leading to cravings and altering dopamine receptors in the brain over time, mimicking the effects of drug addiction. In other words, it leads to a cycle of dopamine release and subsequent withdrawal. You see the connection? Excessive sugar intake can weaken the blood-brain barrier. Here we go. Leaky brain syndrome right here. Excessive sugar intake weakens the blood-brain barrier, leading to increased permeability. Remember, leaky brain means that the dopamine leaks out of the vesicles into areas of the brain where it can't be used. They're always attacking the dopamine, folks. Remember this. I've proven this time and time again with the research on this podcast that they always go after your dopamine first. It's the first order of business. Attack the dopamine. Create chemicals in the most popular junk science foodstuff that's addicting and creates a permeability in the brain. This occurs because high blood sugar levels can cause inflammation and oxidative stress, both which can damage the blood-brain barrier. Drive that inflammation up. Drive that oxidative stress. So you're sucking the oxygen out of the brain cells, out of the cells, right? You're suffocating them so they die. And then you fluoridate the tap water so the kids are all stupid. All the students are too dumb to figure out what's going on and believe in fake news. And all the fake news on social media too. They need you dumb enough to believe all this. This is why they fight so hard for subsidies for corn sugar and for mercury in vaccines. They fought that for decades. They're finally pulling that out. Leaky brain syndrome. Long-term overconsumption of sugar alters dopamine receptors in the brain, leading to decreased sensitivity to dopamine's effects and a need for more sugar to achieve the same pleasurable feeling. So more and more, pile it on. Kids can't stop. Mom, give me some more. Dad, buy some more Fruit Loops, please. Please. The combination of dopamine release, receptor alterations, they change the receptors that accept the sugar coming in, and withdrawal symptoms can contribute to sugar cravings, making it difficult to reduce sugar intake. So you're an addict. High fructose corn syrup turned everyone into addicts, drug addicts. They should classify sugar as a class 1 drug, a class 1 drug and a carcinogen. It should just be classified, especially HFCS for sure. Aspartame does the same thing. Aspartame's a drug also because it makes you crave more sugar. It makes you crave more. It's 100 times sweeter than table sugar, than regular sugar, or high fructose corn syrup. It's sweeter than that. It tastes sweeter. And it's a neurotoxin, and it's made from E. coli waste, and it's made from wasp venom. So they're getting you either way. Here, either eat a bunch of high fructose corn syrup and get fat and stupid and addicted, or we'll give you diet everything, diet soda, diet foods, candies, and diet gum, right? Sugar-free everything and zero everything. They've been pushing this for 30 years. Overconsumption of sugar negatively influences dopamine, affecting mood. So you have crashes and irritability, and it contributes to chronic inflammation, thus impacting cognitive function over time. The long-term effect is stupidity. Okay? Sugar. The sugar addiction leads to an impacted cognitive function. We wonder why kids can't support themselves. Millennials right now in their 20s, all of them can't support themselves. They're all living at home. They're all begging mom for another dollar, dad for another. Dad, please, please, I need a new phone. They're 25, 27 years old. They either have 5 roommates living in some crappy apartment, making $8 an hour at a full-time job, or they're living at home begging their parents because they're not smart enough to figure out anything. And they're not motivated. They're all overweight, junk science addicted, playing video games, can't escape the matrix, the high fructose matrix. The effects of high blood sugar happen over time. Get this. they happen over time and aren't obvious right away. People don't know that their brain is being affected. Okay? This is the boil the frog theory. Remember, if you put a frog in warm water and then you slowly turn up the heat, it won't try to escape. It'll just die. It'll boil to death. It doesn't even realize what's happening. The kids, the teens, the millennials, the young adults, they don't know what's happening. Okay, the stupidity comes over time with the fluoridated water and the high fructose corn syrup. Okay, over time, high blood sugar over time damages blood vessels in the brain that carry oxygen-rich blood. Think about that going on during COVID. So you have 4 years where they're making the kids or making sure most of the kids wear the mask all day, sucking back in their own carbon dioxide, okay, breathing in used oxygen, so they're getting stupid there, oxygen deprived, and then they're eating high fructose corn syrup. The cafeteria serves them a bunch of high fructose corn syrup. It's in everything. It's in the bread. Remember, it's in the buns. It's in all the hamburger and hot dog buns. All of the corporate bread has high fructose corn syrup in it. Go to the store and flip over the packaging and look at it. High fructose corn syrup. It's listed on all the bread. So it's not just the snack products, mind you. It's the meal. So you eat the meal and you get all the sugar. Then you eat the French fries and that's just starch. That turns to sugar in your belly. So does the pasta. So you have the spaghetti and then you have the meat with the hormones and the antibiotics. And then you drink the soda and the orange juice. Oh, they've got orange juice. Get that. It's healthier. No, it's not. It's loaded up with high fructose corn syrup. They put it in milk sometimes. Check the milk. Unbelievable. It wrecks the brain. It deprives it of oxygen in the blood. When your brain receives too little blood, brain cells can die. Sugar is a drug. Thank you, W. George W. Yeah, the Republicans were so happy about that bill, the farm bill. So happy. They all celebrated. You know why? Because they were sitting in restaurants in Washington, D.C. with lobbyists, with the sugar industry lobbyists and the corn industry lobbyists, and they got millions of dollars. They pocketed millions of dollars. The farm bill was like a $1 billion deal. Back then, that's like $1 trillion now, 1,000 billion. So what can you do about it? Guess what? You could get Next Level Gum, my invention. Yeah. Dr. Habib and I, we got Next Level Gum. It's only $10, $9.99 for a pack. You get 8 pieces of dopamine boosting gum. You get these little tablets, okay? Little tablets of Mucuna pruriens, which boosts your dopamine naturally, no addiction, and it kills cravings for food. It quashes your appetite. So just long enough, couple hours, you're stuck at work and you're like, oh, I'll go to the vending machine and get a candy bar and a soda or load up my corporate coffee again so I can stay focused and stay awake. No, you don't. Get some Next Level Gum. Go to nextlevelgum.com. Go to nextlevelgum.com. It's right there on Dr. Habib's website. He's a medical doctor endorsing it, endorsing and funding this. And now they're putting it in surgeons' offices because people have to quit smoking before and after they get surgery because it screws up the blood. It makes you bleed. And the wounds won't heal. So smokers, I know you don't want to quit. No smoker in the world wants to be told to quit. Don't tell me what to do. I'm quitting this stuff. I'll quit when I want to. Wow. I've been helping smokers for 10 years. I love them, but they get cranky. And now you find out that the sugar fiends are just as addicted as the smokers to sugar. Yeah. Mentioning addictive drugs. So we got the most addictive drugs in the world. You ready for them? 6 of them. Here we go. W. Let's talk about America. We got sugar and nicotine and crystal meth, cocaine, heroin. Yeah, and cocaine, heroin, crystal meth, crack cocaine. You got crack and sugar. Crack, sugar, and heroin. Hey! Oh my. Lions and tigers and bears. They're coming at you from all angles, folks. I told you, man, they are attacking the dopamine. They'll never stop. You got to defend yourself. You got to eat holistic. You got to be holistic. Operate on a high frequency at all times. They're always coming at you. You got to pay attention. Nothing's fixed, nothing's set, nothing's figured out. If you're eating organic food, you still got to look at the label because they'll put canola oil in it. They'll sneak it in, added sugars. Oh, it's organic sugar, though. Added sugars. Sugar's a drug, folks. Don't let it take over your world. End addiction. NextLevelGum.com. The dopamine revolution. In full effect, every day, all day. I don't quit. All day, baby. Cycling. Yeah. Keep it cycling. High frequency living. Can't stop me. Over and out, folks.